What was your journey like to believing in your own beauty? For me, the turning point was when I learned how to trust myself. Sounds so simple, but I spent so much of my life in major self-doubt. I had horrible anxiety and a lot of low self-worth. I never felt enough, and I spent so much of my time just trying to prove myself, prove that I was talented enough, prove that I was pretty enough, prove that I belonged, and I would just give my power away to anybody that would take it. It's really hard to hold any space for positive self-talk or feeling beautiful or emanating anything inspiring or motivating when you're stuck in a cycle of negative self-talk and low self-worth. I remember sitting in a corner on the floor of my kitchen in New York City, and I was crying, just crying so much on the phone with my mom, who only lived an hour and a half away from me, just crying, feeling like I didn't even know myself. I didn't know how to make a decision. I didn't know how to feel good about myself. I just felt ugly and ashamed of myself. And it was that moment, maybe a few days after, when I pulled myself together, that I just felt like something needed to change. And I started a daily practice of learning how to trust my own intuition, my own gut. I stopped trying to prove myself to everybody. I started journaling and meditating and really trying to tap in and strengthen my gut muscle just so I could start taking back my power. I moved myself across the country to start fresh, get a clean slate, and it was in that I was able to keep that practice and that habit going of trusting myself. And once I started doing that, things started really turning around. I started living in alignment. I started doing the things that really made me feel good. And day by day, each experience, one at a time, started to make me feel more uplifted. It started to quiet those negative thoughts, and I was able to start moving towards some positive self-talk. And all of a sudden, I was able to hold space to feel beautiful and see myself for how everybody else was seeing me. I was able to see that I was worthy, and I didn't have to try so hard to prove myself anymore, because just who I am is beautiful, and what I bring is beautiful. And it's all about my energy and my soul and my authenticity that I bring to the table. It's not about having to prove and show and fake it. So it might sound simple, but learning how to trust myself and taking back my power was life-changing for me.